push those programs out there for AI, for the AI research, for the AI training, for the AI, how to become AI savvy. We've already given that to DOST, the ICT, DepEd has that also. So we don't do that anymore in DTI. What we do is we tell these business people through the 1,400 negosyo centers how to use AI to drive the business. So it's really more of mentoring or telling them how to use AI. But the training and then the training and where to go to is not with us anymore. It's really with the ICT, the OST. Kasi they have the, first they have the budget, second they also have the facility that's already existing. So we might as well just go there rather than build their own facility pa.
I have nothing further, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Tony Roman. May I just remind for our members here, if you have any parochial concerns, the regional directors of each region are also here. The committee is willing to help you find them if you have any concerns regarding them po. Next in line po, Representative Walfredo de Maguila.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Would like to commend the entire DTI family for their implementation of the Negosyo Center program. Example, in the city of Biñan, because of the Negosyo Center, we were able to double the number of business registrants. And of course, it goes without saying, we were able to increase our collection. In fact, last year, we were able to breach 1 billion peso collection for our businesses. But the problem is, I was able to interview some of the business counselors in different negosyo centers. And I found out that most, if not all of them, are occupying job order positions. Judging from your net, you've just maintained your budget for negosyo center program. You just maintained your budget at 454,267,000. Meaning, there will be no changes, there will be no additional plantilla for this personnel. So, and in some cases, I've interviewed business counselors occupying the same position for more than 7 years, 8 years. And the story is, marami nang lumilipat sa LGU. So, could you comment on that, ma'am?
Yes, good morning, Honorable Congressman. I would like to pass it to Assistant Secretary Chris Ablan, as he's the one in charge of this one.
Thank you, Madam Secretary and Mr. Chair. Yes, Honorable Congressman and Mr. Chair, we do have a lot of our business counselors scattered in our negosyo centers, whose items are job order and contract of service. We have already requested from the DBM OPCCB the plan to convert our job order and contract of service from into contractual. At least there's going to be an employer-employee relationship. And so far, our proposal is 200. And yes. We requested for 600, Mr. Chair, and then we've now reduced it to 200, and we are awaiting the final approval of the DBM for the contractualization of our JOCOs in the negosyo centers, Mr. Chair.
May I ask what would be the entry-level position for business counselors?
The entry-level position would be a TIDA, or Trade and Industry Development Officer, Analyst, and the salary grade is salary grade 11 po.
Salary grade 11?
Correct, Mr. Chair.
Parang mababa?
And we have a ladderized program, Mr. Chair. After SG11, there's also a chance for them to go up to SG15 and SG18. This is for our business counselors po.
So maybe this representation could assist you, could help you during the deliberation for the additional budget for your.
Yes, please. Thank you very much po.
And last question, for I don't know whose attached agency is concerned with this idea. Would there be a situation where, would there be a program wherein the DTI would assist local manufacturers in securing brand new motor engine, vehicle engine, bagong makina, vehicle engine, and thereby loaning it to local manufacturers, and they could build up from ground up, matatayo na nila, magagawa na nila yung vehicles na yun, like jeepney, for example. We know for a fact na maraming local manufacturers nakakagawa ng jeep. But the problem is, the engine would not pass our requirement, yung Euro 4 or Euro 5. So why not assist our local manufacturers in securing brand new engines? Then from there on, they'll be the one to build up our vehicles. And we can be sure that more than 70 to 80% of the components of that vehicle would be sourced locally. Hindi Toyota, hindi Mitsubishi. Pwedeng Toyota ang engine or Isuzu ang engine, but the entire body is made in the Philippines. Would that be possible?
Actually, Honorable Congress, we don't have that program, no, but we can study that and we can have a look what we can do so that we can at least get into that also.
And because
Thank
I
you.
think that would be a better program instead of, extending assistance or ayuda to Toyota, to Mitsubishi, to Isuzu, if they will be joining. Why not ask Isuzu, particularly for our jeepney drivers? Panay Isuzu, ang mindset is Isuzu.
Yeah.
So why not, with the help of DTI, make an arrangement with Isuzu Japan, let's buy new engine, Euro 4 compliant, and have it loaned to our local manufacturers, and thereby, meron na tayong, may babalik natin yung jeepney, yung jeep natin. I'm sure, alam niyo yung idea na almost all lang jeep natin is, 4BA1. Yun yung, and definitely, you would agree with me, wala nang 4BA1. 4BA2 na yung mga, so if we phase out na ito, and if we could arrange with Isuzu Japan, bibili tayo ng engine, then we will loan it to our local manufacturer, makakapag-build na sila. We can do chassis, di ba? Bodybuilding ng sasakyan, we can do it. So, that would be the first step in promoting our transport, local transport.
Yes, actually, Honorable Congressman, DOST does that. So what DTI can do is I can work with DOST, and when they create that program or that vehicle that you like, then DTI can give the incentives for local manufactured vehicles, because yun po ang role talaga ng DTI is to give incentives for us to really push the different businesses. But the creation po is with DOST.
Okay, don't worry, ma'am. I'll be attending the budget hearing of DOST.
Yes, you can mention that po. Kasi whole government approach na ho kami. So we don't anymore, we try to pass it to the different departments where that's their expertise po.
That will go, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Di Maguila. Next in line from the minority, Representative Alan T.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning to Secretary and as well as to the DTI family. My question is, in relation to the question of Congressman Di Maguila regarding the MSME, there are other programs under export investment development programs, industry development programs. And can you confirm to us the amount that there's also 502 million pesos for development facilitation and promotion of export and investment domestics and foreign under the PS for NEP 2026? Can you confirm the amount? 502,529,000.
Honorable Congressman, that's for the overseas allowance and salaries of our trade attaches and the different offices kasi may mga tao tayo. So we have 29 trade offices all over the world with 21 trade attaches. So that's for the salaries po.
All right. These are for salaries of our attaches.
Yes.
And the amount of 415 million is under
Attaches plus the secretaries
plus the
and other
secretaries.
people there.
All right. And MOE is also for those for the expenses of our trade attaches.
Correct po.
Correct. How about under the program industry development program? You have also have an amount of 321 million pesos 291 under the activity formulation of strategic plans, programs, and policies to develop competitive industries. You have an amount of 321 million 291. Can you confirm this amount?
Congressman, that's the different offices also under that, meaning the BITR. So those offices that actually does our or processes our FTAs, our different free trade agreements, which our president now is really very much aggressive on. We want to get a lot of free trade agreements going because this can really boost the trade between two countries.
But these personnel are they also contractual? Are they under contractual service or they are permanent positions?
They are all permanent.
Permanent positions.
Yes.
So can you kindly distinguish? Can you kindly tell us what are those contractual services under the personal services? Into what programs are mostly under the contractual service?
Okay, I'll pass it to Assistant Secretary Chris Ablan to discuss further.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chair, and thank you, Madam Secretary, for the honorable Congressman. Our JOCOS would be under our negosyo center, as well as some in our CARP program po.
So under your CAP program, you have 106 million pesos
Yes po.
allocated for PS.
For
Am I correct? And these are mostly for contractual services. But this amount is for contractual services.
yes, Mr. Chair, for PS, there's no allocation for the payment of the JOCOS. We source the payment for our JOCOS from our MOE po.
But can you please check on your NEP? Because under your NEP, under the program MSME Development Program, under sub-activity for the requirements of program, beneficiaries development component of the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program, there is an amount for NEP 2026 under PS 106,427.
Yes, Mr. Chair,
Oh,
correct.
so there is an allocation.
Yes po.
So you are correcting yourself.
Correct. Yes, Mr. Chair, I mistaken.
Oh, you're mistaken. So these are all contractual services.
That's correct, Mr.
My
Chair.
point is, Madam Secretary, did you already request, as you mentioned earlier, under the MSME, you have already requested for permanent positions under these programs? Am I correct?
Correct, Mr. Chair. We requested for plantilla items for the negosyo centers, Mr.
For the
Chair.
negosyo centers before the Department of Budget and Management?
That's correct, Mr. Chair.
Can you furnish this committee a copy of that request for the permanent positions that you are requesting before the Department of Budget and
Yes, we will give that, Honorable Congressman. The reason for us wanting the permanent positions is it's hard for us to keep on changing people, especially that they need to be very knowledgeable on the programs of the DTI and especially the negosyo centers, which ito talagang inaasahan ng mga MSMEs from Region 1 to Region 18. Tapos 1,400 po sila. Tapos they are not permanent, nahirapan ho kami magbigay sa kanila ng mga information also.
To which I agree, Mr. Chair and Madam Secretary, that there's really a need for them to be permanent under this particular program of MSME.
Yes,
That's why
maraming
for this
salamat.
as a copy, so we can make the proper